morning. This is Reverend Fairy Elaine Silver. I'm so happy to be sharing with you all this morning via the miracle of technology. And I'm sending this to you from a little town in western North Carolina called Ellenboro. I'm on tour, so I'm going to be just traveling all over until the middle of September. So I wanted to let you know that the title of today's music-inspired talk is The Universe Within and Scientific Prayer. So I'd like to begin with some ideas and quotations from the great Ernest Holmes, the founder of our beloved science of mind and spirit philosophy. And I continue to be moved and inspired by Ernest Holmes. And, I can't seem to get enough. Just the way he expresses these ideas and principles makes me vibrate in infinite possibilities. Ernest Holmes' concept of God was not a traditional anthropomorphic deity. Instead, he viewed God or spirit as an all-encompassing, formless, and universal life force that is the underlying reality of everything in existence. And when asked what religious scientists believe, he stated, quote, "We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe, which is the physical, is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God," end quote. So I conclude that if everything in, of, and as the universe is energy, like we've all heard that, everything is energy. Well, it's true. If everything is energy, then energy is the essence, presence, and substance of source, and we can access this by going within, using our conscious awareness. Remember, this is called the universe within. So we can access all that within right here. So I'm going to start with a little song that's kind of a meditation. So let's take a few minutes to go within by getting comfortable in our seats. Let's unfold arms and legs. Okay? Feel the support of the seat beneath you, like Mother Earth beneath you. And as if there were a nose in the middle of your chest, take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, let this go down and out through the bottoms of our toes. Take another cleansing breath through the nose. And as we exhale, let that energy go down into the mother as we tune into the universal voice and the universal sound of creation. This is called the universal voice. We are always at choice when we tune into the universal voice, but it takes discipline to listen into the universal voice. So it doesn't take discipline for everybody to tune into the universal voice because they've created this as a habit. So the more we do it, the easier it gets. And it's a process to tune into that universal voice. But we can find it. And there's a universal choice. It's the love in the universal voice. But it takes discipline to listen into the universal voice. The universal voice is still and small. The universal voice answers every call. This comes from within, below and above, as the sacred sounds of love. The universal voice brings us knowing. The universal voice keeps us growing. The universal voice sets us free to roam, to the universal sound of home. Yes, home is the universal sound of creation. Let's try 3 ohms together like this. And again. We are always at choice when we tune into the universal voice, but it takes discipline to listen into the universal voice. Try that with me. It takes discipline to listen into the universal voice. One more time. It takes discipline to listen into the universal voice. And so it is. Okay, so we're going to move on now. And I wanted to share with you one of the very first quotations by Ernest Holmes that I became familiar with. And this was in the early 1990s in New Jersey with Rev Dr. Frankie Timmers at FCRS, the First Church of Religious Science in Morristown, New Jersey. And she stood at her podium downstairs in the Friendship Hall classroom. And right there, like right up there, was a picture of Dr. Holmes. And there was a quotation on there. And the quotation was, "There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it." I like that alliteration. Universe, you can use it. And you can use it. We're going to sing I Can Use It a little bit later. But as I developed into a religious scientist, that saying helped me. It helped me so many times in the 90s and early 2000s, and I'm just really grateful for that. There's a power for good in the universe. I can use it. Yes. And then where is this power? When and where? How do we access it? Well, we access it right here by being in the now. It's here and now. You know, we can think about the past and we can learn from it, but we're learning in the now present moment, and we can also think about the future. We can set intentions, make plans, but we're doing that in the now. This is where the power is. So this song is called There's a Power. And it goes like this. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it if you choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it right now. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it if you choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it right now. And the power of now is calling me, and the power of now brings me all I can be, and the power of now is listening and beckoning me. First person. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it if I choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it right now. And the power of I am is calling me, and the power of I am brings me all I can be, and the power of I am and the power of now are beckoning me. One more time. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it if I choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it right now. I can use it right now, and I can use it right now. There you go. There's a power. So, as we begin to consciously use that power for good, when we learn and practice spiritual mind treatment, also known as scientific prayer, and there'll be a little bit more on this later. It has steps, and there's a method, so it's scientific. Well, the first two steps have to do with establishing the presence of God as all there is. And since God is all there is, then I and we must be part of that and made of that as well. So here in this song, which is called As I Allow, is one of Ernest Holmes' most famous prayers. And it's just two steps. And it's, there is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect. That's all step one. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect. Step two, that life is my life now. Power for good, my life now. So we claim it. And we can do that in the song, which is called As I Allow. All right. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. As I allow. Do it again. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. As I allow. I am God's gift, you are too. Our spirits lift into this truth as we open to receive. It is done as we believe. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. As I allow, 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 as I allow. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. There is one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is my life now. As I allow, as I allow, as I allow. So it is. Okay. So, Ernest Holmes stated in his book, A New Design for Living, here's the headline quote, accept what you want, allow, accept what you want. He continues, as for the life we are now living, there is nothing that declares that this is the way it must be. Any experience of lack in health, wealth, or happiness is not something we must suffer and endure as our particular lot in life. It is and will be if we accept it as such, but we do not have to accept it. Regardless of how bad things may be for us, we know this is not the case because life is joyous, healthy, happy, and abundant. And it becomes that for us when we accept it as such and when we allow that. So the spiritual mind treatment, known as scientific prayer, is a method with steps as well as a stated outcome. Like you set the intention before the prayer. What's the intention of the prayer? For this right now, I'm teaching you this prayer. It's for each one of us here, each one participating, to have a demonstration in manifesting or simply creating a change. So we make this happen. And it's called Chanting the 5 Steps. And I'm going to explain each step, and there's a very simple accompanying chant for each step. Step number 1, recognition. This is the principle that God is all there is. And this is the idea that everything that exists in the formed and formless worlds and spaces in between is made of spirit, source, light, energy, power. There's 1,000 or more names for this divine presence. We're going to call it God here. And here is the chant. God is all there is. Let's try that. God is all there is. One more time. God is all there is. That's great. So now we're going to move into unification, step 2. So if God is all there is, then everything is made of this essence, as everything is energy. And recognizing that idea brings me to the principle that I am one with God. If God is all there is, we're made of that too. We're an extension or an expression of that beautiful energy. Every cell, atom, neutron, proton, electron is made of this divine stuff. And actually, we can't not be unified with Source. The step is called unification, but we're always unified. But the unification comes from our remembering this and being consciously aware of the truth of our being. We are made of God or Source or Spirit. And if we think about that, when we really are standing in that idea and that truth that God and I are one, we have the entire backing of the universe here to help us. And so the chant for the second step, which is God and I are one, goes like this. God and I are one. Try that. God and I are one. One more time. God and I are one. Now we're going to put them together. God is all there is. God and I are one. One more time. God is all there is. God and I are one. Beautiful. Now we're going to move on to the third step, which is called realization. We used to call it affirmation, declaration. This is where we state in the present tense, most of the time in the first person, like I am perfect, whole, and completely healthy. I am the perfection of health. You can say something like all is well. That's also an affirmation. You can say all is well with me, and then we're adding the first person. So in this step, I made up one that is like a universal one for all of us here, and if you want to think of one that pertains to you in this moment, that's perfect. So that third step of realization goes like this. I am open to my good. I am open to my good. One more time. I am open to my good. Now we're going to put them all together. Just a little note. Before we sing the third step, I am open to my good, we take a breath. God is all there is. God and I are one. We'll take a breath. I am open to my good. God is all there is. God and I are one. I am open to my good. Now we're going to move on to the fourth step, which is the gratitude step. And Law of Attraction teaches us that what we focus on gets bigger, whether we like it or not. You know, we shout no at something and we make it bigger. We allow it. Trust spirit, trust source. We have that gratitude. We're going to focus on gratitude right here in the step. I am so grateful. Let's try that a couple of times. I am so grateful. One more time. I am so grateful. Now put them together. God is all there is. God and I are one. I am open to my good. I am so grateful. We're going to go on to step 5. Step 5 is the release step. Very important, because we let go and we let God. Or you could let God first and then let go. Turn it over and allow it. And I like to put a caveat in there. I like to say, this or something better. No, I don't want to limit source. And so far it's worked for me. This or something better. And so that release step goes like this. I release and let it all go. Let's try that. I release and let it all go. One more time. I release and let it all go. So we're going to put them all together now. We have a whole song. God is all there is. God and I are one. I am open to my good. I am so grateful. I release and let it all go. God is all there is. God and I are one. I am open to my good. I am so grateful. I release and let it all go. I release and let it all go. I release and let it all go. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Good job, everybody. Thank you. And so now, I want to talk a little bit more and end with our last song. So we are both human and divine, and we've all heard that expression, I'm a divine being having a human experience, a physical experience. The human part of us, the physical body, is being used by spirit to experience humanity. You know, spirit doesn't have a body, so they use us to see, touch, taste, smell, and hear. We're being used for spirit by means of us. And we also have free will and the ability to choose. You know, I sang quite a bit about choice today. Dr. Holmes viewed free will as humanity's ultimate power to consciously direct the creative law of the universe. He believed that our individual choices shape our personal reality, allowing us to rise above limitations through the intelligent use of spiritual law. And to quote Ernest Holmes one more time, quote, we cannot lead a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals, end quote. And lastly, he states, quote, in the silence of the soul's communion with the great cause of all being, into the stillness of the absolute, into the secret place of the Most High, back of the din and the ceaseless roar of life, we shall find a resting place and a place of real spiritual power, end quote. So I'm going to end my portion of this beautiful service in New York City with a song called The Universe is Within. We have the gift of free will, and we are always at choice. So as I get quiet and still, I listen for that inner voice. As I bring loving kindness, I am full of grace. And as I get quiet and still, I listen from that inner space. It's still and small, it holds it all, for the universe is within. I hear the call of the all in all, the universe is within. The universe is within. I'm grateful for everything I have, and grateful for all that is coming, adding notes to my musical staff. I'm grateful for the song I'm becoming when I bring loving kindness. I am full of grace, and as I get quiet and still, I listen from that inner space. Oh, it's still and small, it holds it all, for the universe is within. I hear the call of the all in all, the universe is within. The universe is within. Now here comes Rumi. I'm not a drop in the ocean, I'm the ocean in a drop. I'm not a drop in the ocean, I'm the ocean in a drop. I'm not a drop in the ocean, I'm the ocean in a drop. For spirit never stops, because we're open at the top. We have the gift of free will, and we are always at choice. So as I get quiet and still, I listen for that inner voice. As I bring loving kindness, I am full of grace. And as I get quiet and still, I listen from that inner space. It's still and small, it holds it all, for the universe is within. I hear the call of the all in all,